This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so in our last class, we have talked about all complete master data, and today we were supposed to proceed with demand management. Okay, and we are also left with this purchase info record we can create for all of these materials, so that what will happen when we are creating when the MRP is creating the purchase requisitions, automatically the vendor information is attached to these material, as in which vendor is providing what. Okay, so in our case we can have one vendor. In the real world it could be one vendor, or it could be also multiple vendors sending these items. Okay, if it is externally procured. Also, we have another process called as sales and operation planning, S&OP process. Okay, which is part of our demand management. So demand management either can be done using the sales and operation planning, or we can enter directly in the MD61 process. Okay, so the goal is to get the forecast and get going with MTS process, which is make to stock. All right. So few of you guys may be already knowing this sales and operation planning. In S/4HANA, this particular part will not be used after 2024, which I know from the information from SAP. This is gone and merged into IBP, which is Integrated Business Planning. Okay, so SAP will not support sales and operation planning going forward, but just for our understanding, we do have it currently for 2 years. We can understand. So why this is used? So if you have, like in the given example, if you have multiple products, okay, so multiple products can be clubbed into a product group, and then we can enter the forecast, or we can say that based on our previous sales history, this product was sold as 40% of my total revenue. This product was sold as 60% of my total revenue. So based on percentage, we can map in our SAP system, and we can get the forecast. So based upon percentage, based upon my sales forecast, how much I should produce, system will give me a number. Okay. So if I want to go ahead, this was like a simple information. So I will share you this document as well, which I have created, but for a different materials. Okay. So we have a standard SOP, which comes in the infrastructure of S076, which is already available with standard SAP. Okay. And then we have a product group where we can club multiple materials. Now, in our case, what we are manufacturing a car. So a car manufacturer can produce multiple multiple models, right? So if you talk about Harrier has many variants. Also, there is a competitor with Tata itself. It's Safari, right? So he has Harrier, he has Safari, he has Tata Punch. Now he will see, or the manufacturer will see, as in how much I have to produce of Safari, how much I have produced of Harrier, and how much I have to produce different models. So he will go and check the sales history, the previous sales history, maybe for a year or 2 years, and then based upon that he will get the percentage. Okay, so this was my percentage of Harrier sales, or Safari sale, and so on, right? So how can that be mapped in SAP? We can see we have our model, which is Thar, right? And I think I already have a material master called XUV 700. So we can take an example of Mahindra producing these two models, and how we can enter the demand using sales and operation planning. So I have given all transactions over here. Okay, it starts from creating a product group. Then we have to create an inactive version, because whenever we are planning out for a material or for a product, it is always an inactive version, which is later on converted to a active version here. Okay, so disaggregation of the product group plan. That means it will be sending all the materials which are attached to the product group to a lower level, and then it will be going into an active version, and then this plan will be transferred to the demand management. Okay, so there are 5 steps in this particular process. So I've given with screenshots also. You can also do that when you are doing practicing. Okay, so let us go ahead and see how we can do it right now. But let me just verify MD04 of a XUV 700. It's not there. Okay, we have BMW. Okay, so I think I can use this particular material because this is all zeros and Thar is also zeros, right? So here when we are using these two models under my product group, our visibility will be clear as in what is coming as what. So the prerequisites are also that we should be having some strategy group, because when we are giving a plan, right? So based upon our strategy group, it will go as an LSF, VSF and all those things. So let me correct this. This is not my product. Scheduling views. All right. So here you can see that a Coke bottles, okay, and we have two materials under the product group as Coke bottles, as in 1 liter and 1.5 liter. You can see the description. So this is how I have maintained under a product group. Similarly, we can put as Thar and BMW X4, though they are not from the same vendor, but for our understanding, we can put it as a car manufacturer or a product group as cars. So I'll go to my Fiori apps. So you have to add those apps. You have to go to your ID, go to the app finder and enter these transactions, okay, in the SAP menu. All right, then you can find those transactions and you can make a group like this and you can add all of these. Okay. So here we have creation of a product group, and I have a tile als creation or create product group. Okay, so we can say car June for our understanding that my product group is car June. So base unit should be pieces because we are making in individuals or pieces. And then what you are adding under this product group, are you adding materials or you are adding any other product group also? Okay, so we are going with materials. Now the product group name is car June, and then I can add material over here, XUV, sorry, BMW X4, and then we have Thar 2.0. Okay. Now I have something called as proposition that I need to maintain. If you can see over here, I have also given that 60-40% that we are going to produce. Okay. So we can give it here as 60-40, or you can say 40-60 or 50-50, anything as per our previous sales history. Yeah, Mamta. Yes. So if you want, if you have like if you want to put as 80 into this, but yes, of course, like you do not produce 200%, right? You produce the 100% of your capacity. If you have a plant where you can use 100% of your resources, which is your capacity as in labor or resources, you cannot utilize 200% of them, right? So we have to maintain in 100. Yes. One product group. All right. So once you have entered this, yes, so under one product group, you have to categorize as this is cars. So you can add multiple cars, and if you want, you can maintain the percentage. So whenever you are taking out, if you add the percentage in real life also, it will be 100%. You may be selling something as 5%, you may be selling something as 2%, right? So according to your revenue, you have to divide that. Like this is not our headache. It will definitely come from business. Okay. So once this product group is created, we have to go to sales and operation planning. So give our product and plant, press enter. And now it is asking for the version. So there are already versions which are created in the system, and system will automatically propose the next version. We don't have to worry about that. So if already 1 and 2 is created, you have to give, or system will automatically give you the next version. So my version is 003. Description, next version I have to choose a 003, and I can give a description over here. Yes, this is a PP activity. Okay, now I have few options. So what we are doing, we are giving the data according to my sales, that okay, how much sales I need to make in each month, right? So there will be a team, a sales team, or we can say the planners team. They will be planning that, okay, according to my August month, I need to sell this many product, right? So based upon sales and based upon your proposition which you have given in the previous step, automatically your production will be decided, that how much you need to produce for each car based upon the percentage, and then automatically that production will be populated for you. Okay, so we are saying in July we need to give we need to give 1000 cars, and in August month we have to increase by 500 cars. Okay, and then in the month of September you have to increase by again 500, and then again 500. Okay, so we are taking 4 months of example right now. All right, if you see here as well, I have given all the steps for you to understand. Here we have also given some data, right? Now press enter. Now if you notice, the stock level is getting automatically populated and it is adding the values. Okay, so 100 plus 1500 is equal to 2500. So why it is in minus right now? Because you do not have any stock for that particular material. You are doing right now a planning that I have to make these many sales, and how much I need to produce will be considered from your stock as well. So if you already have a stock of 500, then your production will be this minus 500. Your production plan will be coming as the input and output of these. Okay, but right now it is all zeros, so it is giving you that okay, you need to produce all 1000, you need to produce the next level. It should be 2500 if you want to make sales, this plus this, and then again this plus this, and then again this plus this, and then it goes same because there is no data over here. All right, so if you notice, what is my next step? I can just click on save, and then I have to go to disaggregate the product plan because I need to divide it from sales to my production. So my plan is saved under the version number 003. I'll go back to one step and I'll go to my third step. So right now, what version is this? This is my inactive version. Choose my version, click on continue. So it is giving you the proposition which you have maintained, right? And there are few options which is automatically giving you that you are going to disaggregate your production plan and your stock balances. Okay, click on continue. Now here you can see your BMW X4 is coming up, the data which you have given in my previous step. And if you scroll down over here little bit, you will see Thar as well. Okay, so entire data from BMW X4, you have sales, you have production, and then if you go down again, you have the same options for your other product. Unfortunately, I'm not able to increase the size of this. That's why I'm not able to show you properly. Neither it happens in my GUI. Yeah, here is my Thar. Okay. So once you have gone over here, you have to go to create a production plan and synchronous to sales, right? Planning, edit, create production plan and synchronous to sales. So why we are doing synchronous to sales? Because that's my base point. According to my sales, I want to kick off my production. Now if you see, the sales and production are same because we have done that particular step, right? Now we over here, if you see, I still did not get any data that I need to maintain for my production. That based upon this, I have to go and do my production. So for that, I have also given that notice it is not coming over here. Now you have to click on that macro button, which is not the similar in your Fiori apps. It is little different. Here you can see the macro icon. But if you go in Fiori, you will have that particular icon, which will be looking like as macro over here. Okay, with a spanner. So disaggregate your production plan. Click on this option, click on continue. Now over here you can see this particular line automatically gives you that how much you need to produce based upon the percentage. Else what will happen in real life, if you want to produce according to your sales, either you will need to do this same activity in your Excel or some other tool, and then you can give it in the MD61 screen. Okay, so I'll show you that as well, how we can upload using MD61. But if you are using any S&OP process because you have multiple materials and you want to do and system has to propose you the values, you can use this method. Okay, this nowadays is getting slightly vanished, like I told you, subside, because this will be like, this is already gone to IBP process and they have different tiles, different things. I did not see how it looks like in IBP, but this is how it used to look like in ECC and sometime in S4HANA. Now if I go down a little bit, so I have the details of my Thar also. So 600 for BMW and 400 in the month of July. You need to produce to match your 1000 of sales, because that's how you have maintained the percentage. If it is 50-50%, then that will be 500 and this will be also 500. Okay, now you can click on save. So disaggregation is also done.